Hi kitties, welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Ella Loves Beauty, and if today is your first time of stopping by, you are most welcome, and if you're a returning subscriber as well, you're welcome back. And in today's video we're going to be creating my Christmas look using the Revolution 12 Days of Christmas. So today I'm going to be unboxing this package right here, and I'm going to be showing you guys what I have in here, and the look of today is actually going to be created through this package right here. So without talking much, let's just swipe into it. So the first thing I'm going to do is just to unbox this package right here before moving into the tutorial, so that I do not really want this video to be that long. So without talking much, let's just jump into it. I decided to fill up my brows when I noticed the eyebrows palette they released this year is the same, like the one they released last year December. So I actually have that already, and I just used that to fill up my brows. So without talking much, let's just go ahead and open this package right here before creating the look. So now the first thing we have here is the travel brush set. So this is actually how it looks like. It actually looks similar to the one they actually released last year, but just that the color aren't the same. So it's actually a mini brush, and they also look so pretty. So you can actually have this with you whenever you are traveling. So let's drop that aside. So the other thing we have here is the lip gloss through. So here we have 3 lip gloss. So this is actually how it looks like. We have the creamy lip, we have the lip gloss medium coverage and shimmer finished. So it's actually contained of 3 different types. So this is what I'm going to be using for today. I'm going to be using one of these for today. So when you open it, this is actually how it looks. So we're going to be taking that aside. And the other thing we have here is the Illuminati Fixing Spray. So this is actually how it looks like. So let me just go ahead and open that for you guys to see. So when you open it up, this is how it looks. So I'm going to drop that aside. I'm going to be using all these things today. Like, I'm going to be creating my look with this package. So the next thing we have here, we have the mattify primer. This is the mattify primer. I never knew Revolution actually had a mattify primer, so I just noticed. And all the things in this package are actually their new products. Like, they just released these products. So when you open it, this is how it actually looks like. So this is what I'm going to be using to prime my face for today. And then other thing we have here, we have the Collie Fixing Spray. So this is it. So in this package, really, it actually contains 2 setting spray, like, which is very much cool. So this is the Collie Fixing Spray. The other one we have the Illuminati Fixing Spray. So this is how this actually looks. So drop that aside. The other thing we have here, the Illuminati Eye Primer. So this is how it looks. I'm just gonna go ahead and open it up. This is actually how this looks. So I'm not just going to be opening them because I'm actually using them for today. And the other thing we have 3 eyeshadow palettes in this package. So the first one is the Metallic Crush pigment palette. So this is actually how it looks like. Let me just go ahead and open it. This is how it looks like these colors right here are just so beautiful. Look at it. This is the metallic eyeshadow palette. So all these colors are so beautiful. So the next one we have the I'm sorry, I don't want to break that up. We have the Ultimate Neutrals Pigment Palette. So this is it. Like, looking at these three eyeshadows, this metallic palette is actually my favorite from this. I love all those shimmers eyeshadow. So here we have like 3 shimmer and the rest are matte. Like, they are actually so beautiful. And the third one for the eyeshadow, we have the Velvet Matte Pigment Palette. So let me just open that. This is how it looks like. So looking at this palette, I am not even seeing any shimmery shade right here. As you can see, it's the matte palette. This is all matte. The eyeshadow in this palette are actually all matte. So yeah, that is it for the eyeshadow. You can see we have 3 eyeshadows from this palette. So the next thing, I don't want this one. I don't want these things to break. So the next thing we have here, we have the blush and highlight palette. So here is it. When you open it up, so this is actually how it looks like. This is the blush and highlight palette. Here we have 4 blush and 4 highlighters. Like this one right here, these 3 right here are actually matte, while this one is kind of a shimmery shade, and the rest ones are highlighters. So I'm going to be using this as well. So the next thing we have here, we have the Ultra Contour Palette. So I'll still go ahead and open that. So when you open it, this is actually how it looks like. So you can see we have the contour palette right here. This is kind of this is a highlighter here. It contains matte and shimmer highlighters. So for this contour, I don't really think if they are going to work for me, but I'm going to be trying it out today for you guys to see. So the last but not the least, we have the brown palette. So this is actually how it looks. So let me just go ahead and open it up. So this is how it looks. And as you can see, I already have my brows on. I noticed they actually, you can see I used this for this one right here from today's brows. You can actually see they are the same thing. The 2 palettes are actually the same thing. So that was why I actually went off camera to kind of feel off my brows. Like, you know, sometimes my brows sometimes took me some time to kind of fill in. So that was why I just, you know, went off and filled that up. So yeah, that is what, and now you can see nothing is left. Nothing is left in my 12 days of Christmas package. So that is it for the gift set. And now I'm just going to go ahead and apply my foundation, and then I will be right back. No, I'm not going to apply my foundation because I haven't prime. So for the primer, like I said earlier, we are going to be creating this look using this package. So for the face primer, I'm using the mattified primer that comes in with the 12 days of Christmas. So when I open it, this is how it actually looks. So I'm just gonna cut some. So I'm just gonna go ahead and apply that all over my face. So now that I'm done applying my primer, I'm just gonna go ahead and apply my foundation. And for the foundation, and I'm using the Revolution Concealer and Define Foundation in F. Oh, so now that I've applied my foundation, I'm just gonna go ahead and get started with the eyeshadows. So for the eyeshadows, this is the Illuminati eye primer. See, eye primer. Yeah, so it actually looks similar with the one they released last year. So I'm just going to, does this actually come with a brush? It actually comes in with a brush, so I'm just going to apply this all over my eye. I'm going to use this to prime my eye. So that's it for the primer. And for the eyeshadows, it's like I'm going to be dipping into this 3 eyeshadow palette for today. So I'm taking this tool right here, and I'm using this. Which one do I even use? You know, I just love to wet my eyeshadow brush whenever I'm using them. So right now I'm kind of confused because these 3 eyeshadows, like all of them are just kind of pretty. They are pretty, like seriously, but now I don't even know they want to use. So let me just try. So I'm taking this from the Vivid Matte Pigment Palette, and I'm taking this pink right here, which is the blush. So I'm just going to apply this all over. I'm going to use this as my transition shade. So let's go ahead and try that out and see how it goes, you know. Let's just try it out and see how it goes. So I'm picking this blush from this palette, and I'm just going to apply that. Like, can you see that the pigmentation is just something else? So now that is it for the pink, and now I'm moving into this Ultimate Neutrals Pigment Palette, and I'm just going to take this deep red right here with the brush I used to apply my pink earlier. I'm just going to use the same brush and pick this kind of dark red right here. This is the Robust. So I'm just going to continue, like I'm just going to use this to blend this pink out. So I'm just going to use this to blend this out. So now that I'm through with that, I just kind of went off and complete this eye look. It's not yet complete. So so now that I've applied that, I'm going to try and cut my crease with the same eye primer, the illuminating eye primer. So let's try that out. And one thing I noticed about this eye primer, the matte finish is kind of has that kind of shimmery, like that kind of shiny, you know, pigment. So I'm going to go ahead and try to cut my crease. So now that that is done, so I'm moving into this metallic crush pigment eyeshadow palette. This eyeshadow are all shimmer, like they're all shimmer product, like I don't know how to explain that. So I'm taking this green right here, since it is Christmas red green, I think that is good to go. So I'm taking this vivid right here, which is the green, this one. So I'm just going to apply that onto my crease. For the eyeshadows, I will come back later to kind of complete my eye look, but before that I'm just going to go ahead and highlight my face with the LA Girl concealer. So with my blending sponge, I'm going to go ahead and blend this into my skin. So to set my face, I'm using the Sacha Buttercup setting powder. I'm just going to allow this to sit into my skin for like 5 minutes and then dust it off. So now the next thing, I'm going to be moving on to the cheekbone. So the next thing I'm going to be doing, I'm going to be contouring using their Ultra Contour Palette. So I'm kind of be going into the deep shade. So I think I'm going to be taking this tool right here. Ooh, right, look. I don't know how that is showing, but it kind of had that kind of a red undertone. Let's try out again. Look at that. So now that is it for that. So now I'm moving on to the blush. So this is the blush and highlight palette. Which one do I even use? Like this shimmering shade right here, some kind of a deep rose gold. So this is how it actually looks like. This is beautiful. So I don't know, let me just try, you know, this is some kind of a highlight. Let me just try to put that up to my chin. It's not looking bad. Just going to do the same to my other side. And I'm going for this shade right here. Let me use this as my blush and see how that is gonna come out. So it's not actually looking bad. And for the highlights, I would love to use one setting spray to set my face before applying my highlight. So let's just go ahead and do that. And now I'm taking the Illuminati fixing spray. I'm just gonna shake that. Spray that. It's not smelling bad. So I'm just gonna spray this all over my face. Taking my Katy Price highlighter brush, and I'm picking this one right here, like this one. Let's see how that is gonna look like. My face is still very much wet. So with the brush I used to apply my pink and red colored earlier, I'm just gonna dip into this pink right here. I'm dipping back into this pink, which is the blush, and I'm smoking out my lower lashes, my lower lash line with that. So now once that is done, I'm dipping into this Vegas, this light purple right here from the metallic pigment palette. I'm taking this one right here and I'm just applying this into my inner corner. So now moving into apply my mascara. I'm not actually going to be using lashes for today. So for my babes that are not wearing lashes, I think this is a perfect look for you to wear. Like, you can decide to choose this, to wear this look as your Christmas look. So yeah, if you're not the type that love wearing eyelash, so this is actually the best eye look for you to go. Like, without even eyelash, it also looks very much pretty. And now I'm going to apply my mascara onto this eye and to just kind of stretch out my natural lashes. Dipping in again. So this is what we have. This is actually how it looks. This is how it looks. Then I'm going to be going in with this number 3. This one has is kind of a shimmer. This one have shimmer, like you can see it's actually shiny. So I'm just going to apply a little of this. Eco lip liners. I'm taking this Smart Fusion. Okay. in number 531. So I'm just going to use this to kind of line my lips. I love the way it actually turns out. I'm not used to nude lipstick, but I'm actually in love with this look right here. I'm in love with the way this actually turns out. So yeah, that is it for the lip gloss. So now I'm moving in again with this cooling fixing spray. This is the second fixing spray that actually comes in with this package. So I'm just going to, you know, top my face with the Illuminati, whatever fixing spray that I used earlier. So yeah, my love, here we have the final look. I hope you enjoyed this video. This is what we finally achieved using the Revolution 12 Days of Christmas. I really hope you enjoyed this video, and if so, make sure you hit on the subscribe button down below, and also click on the notification bell so you will always be notified whenever I upload new video. And yes, Merry Christmas to you all. Like, Merry Christmas to you all. I hope you guys are gonna have fun. And yeah, so here is what we have using the Revolution 12 Days of Christmas. So apart from my lashes, like, I am seriously in love with this eyes look right here. So this is what I will be, you know, having on as my Christmas look. And yeah, this is actually how everything turns out. So if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel, like, support your girl by hitting that subscribe button, and also hook me up on Instagram and on Facebook. I'll be leaving my link down below, so do make sure you check that out. And Merry Christmas to you all. Have fun and always stay beautiful. Bye.